The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Bearcats want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. And the Bearcats have a lot of options on second and inches. Quarterback on the keeper.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Got it behind the line. It's Porter. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Arkansas. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Back to pass. It's Manning. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. With the catch, it's Moore. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Dropping back, it's Manning. It's caught. And he was off to the races. forces, and he gets it to the 45.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking for a big gain. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Gets it out quickly. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Caught over the middle. It's Wingo. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the air, it's Manning. Here's some pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Porter. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Makes the grab. It's Humphries. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Dropping back. It's Watson. Caught near the sticks. It's Humphries. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. He'll keep it himself, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on third and goal. They'll try to pop the draw. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
There he goes! Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Let's catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last two snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Longhorns are flying down the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. He'll set up to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got him. Touchdown, Bearcats. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Clemson's offense has the ball first today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these...
Oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Here's the shuffle pass, it's complete. They've got it inside the 30, they'll mark it at the 28, it's first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. The play-action fake. Finds his big tight end. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 30. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Pulls it in. It's Moore. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. To the air, it's Klubnik. That's reeled in, it's Randall. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
That's caught. It's Moore. Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Hunt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, running back on the move. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
That's how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
There he goes. He smashes his way through again. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Clemson is quick to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 7 over LSU. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah, just pounding the rock, playing physical. And I think when you think about great Texas teams, you probably think about the running game, the physicality. And I could go through so many backs with Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and all those guys that, and just recently Bijan Robinson.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical. Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a two-point.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab, it's Randall. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. A lot of yardage in front of them, 1st and 10 from their own 19. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play, it's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Unloads to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. They'll run play action. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on 1st down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Randall. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Clemson will send the punt team out. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. What a terrible, terrible shame. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw. It's Manning. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man on the left. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Connection to the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. No surprise. Looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game to stop.
Turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Manning. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself.
That ball carrier is very lucky.
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on third down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Using his legs, it's Randall. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. To the air, it's Klubnik. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Moore. Gets away from one, he's got space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down to the 42.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They just keep firing. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies the stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Georgia Southern. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But This offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Unloads to the right. With the catch, it's Moore. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see...
Breaks into the open. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Fires to the middle. It's caught. He'll work his way down to the 28. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
To the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. Off-play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Now the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
From the gun to give, looking for room. There he goes. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop here.
makes a grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And they getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him.
That's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Swings it out to the flat. Oh, he's got some space. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
The Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. To throw, it's Manning. Fires to the right. He makes a grab. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. they're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. We started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.